how do you go about fixing those? The best way is to understand that they're there. Now, a lot of leaders don't see them. They don't pay attention to them. They see things happen and they wonder why. And that's the first curiosity as a leader, is you ask yourself, this is a problem and this happens consistently. What's going on? They're not going to tell you. You've got to start to figure it out and pay attention to what's going on. And I would say 80% of the time it's that unwritten rule. There are usually 5 or 6. You need to look for them, and you need to look for them starting with your most dominant and loudest employees, because a lot of times they're the ones who are part of the enforcement arm to making sure that happens. A lot of times in unhealthy teams and organizations, the person that's being protected is the least performer. So they will be the loudest person, and they'll be the one who generally looks to push off any of the responsibility that happens. Once you find them, once you know that they exist and you've identified what they are, then you have to bring them to light. When you bring these unwritten rules, you need to watch the body language and the facial expressions of the people who you think are the ones who are leading it, because they will act like they just stole a cookie. You will see it in them that they realize, uh-oh, I'm found out. And again, a lot of people talk about, well, you got to dispose of these people. No, you don't. There's an opportunity to rehab them once the unwritten rules are now brought to light, and now they can't be enforced in the way they were. There's some work to do to help those employees not need those unwritten rules. Again, a lot of times they were put in for a really good reason, so we need to find out what that reason was, get back to that, make them known by the entire team so that everyone can know what that rule is and that we don't do it. So now you've turned it back into the positive that it needs to be, and you can continue to have that rule. Some of them need to be eliminated. There are rules that have been corrupted to a point where they're meant to hurt other people. There's cliques. And so when you're looking at cliques in your organization, that's what's happening.